Main energy for the reading today is the Page of Cups. What do you see in the corner of this card, Gemini? A flying pig, right? This is part of the Page of Cups message. Something that talks about the impossible that becomes possible. Something that you thought was never going to happen or never going to happen again. Something that was completely over, but that instead comes back stronger than ever. Sometimes we have the tendency to not make time our friend, And if something is not happening at the time that we expect it to happen, then we tell ourselves that it's never going to happen, that we should forget about it and just move on. But clearly, you have another thing coming over here. And we see messages with the pages, the 801s. We'll see what this is about. First of all, in your recent past, what we see is the 201s and strength. I mean, if these are cards that are not talking about waiting and being patient, I don't know what. We see that you're definitely coming from a time of patience. The strength is the card of someone who's patiently waiting for something, someone who is trying to not let the emotions take over. You see the side of this person with a lion. It's very passionate. It's very fiery, but you were trying to control that lion, controlling that side of you, which perhaps made you think either now or never, I'm not going to wait for this anymore. I'm done. We can see why you thought that this was never going to happen. And the reason is that when it came to this situation, you have experienced a lot of delays, a lot of endings, a lot of new beginnings, a lot of back and forth, a lot of signs that really made you give up on this. Who knows how many times. But eventually, you always end up coming back to it because of something that you're not aware about yet. And we'll see what it is when we clarify. In the current energies, the Magician, the 801s, you might not see this yet, but there is a ton of movement coming towards you, Gemini. It's now underneath the surface, but zooming in, you see it right here. You see what it is. This 801s is the opposite of everything we talked about when it came to your recent past. This is fast communication, quick movement, something that will definitely take you out of that period of stagnation. This could be messages, confirmations, news, something very special that will definitely make you think, finally, it was about time. We will see what this is. In the near future, look at all these pentacles right here. King of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles. What is this, Gemini? A lottery win? This feels like one of those opportunities that happen once in a lifetime, maybe. I definitely underestimated the impact of this on you at first. And potentially you did the same, When you will see how much happiness, growth, stability this is going to bring to you, you'll be surprised. Sometimes things just work out, That's what I get from these cards. Sometimes we're lucky enough to have all the stars aligned for something to happen with ease. And that's exactly what I see here for you. So let's start clarifying and let's see what this message is about. Fool, I love this Fool energy right here as well. Brand new beginning. All right, let's see what it is. Let's start clarifying the recent past. Justice, the World, and the 801s. One thing that I see right here is that it's almost as if you were destined to this, Gemini. Whatever this is, the main outcome behind this wish, behind this goal, is already yours somewhere in time. And you feel that crazy connection to it because a version of you already has it. The frustrating part is that at first, all the signs made you believe that this was just a distant dream, We see with this beautiful world card, the stars, the night, a daydreaming type of energy that you don't know if it's really there or not. You taught yourself to dream smaller, to aim lower, and to distract yourself with other things. You have this Justice card wanting to really be balanced and not let the dreams take over the reality or something on those lines, you know? But we see how, regardless of the fact that you try to distract yourself from this, eventually you always came back to this. This is one of those situations that might have felt random at first, but that were not random at all. This is destiny at play. This is what you're meant to experience in life. And although the path to it has been very difficult up to this point, you need to understand that a bump in the road is just a bump in the road. 100 bumps in the road are just bumps in the road. What determines failure is only the lack of trying. And right here we see that you have been on your right path all along, and that things were always going to turn out in your favor, even when you felt like they were not going to. I see either someone external feeling that connection, Two of Cups down here, someone who is definitely feeling it in the same way that you are, even though you're not seeing it, but they have been preparing all along to do this the right way. Or depending on what this is for you that you want to manifest, this could be just the environment with the world around you waiting to collaborate with you on this. But as usual, there is a season for everything. And your first season was winter. A lot of waiting to do here. Now, let's see what's going on in the present though. Ooh, too many cards. With the Magician and the Eight of Wands. Knight of Cups, Eight of Swords, and Judgment. The surprising thing about this energy is that you thought you were waiting for this to happen. You thought you were hoping for this to come in. Whereas instead, we see someone else here who was hoping and waiting for this even more than you were. But obviously, with the Eight of Swords, they thought that this was never going to happen either. Listen, I won't deny that there is a lot of secrecy here, a lot of effort from someone who wanted to keep this low key up to this point at least. If this is a love situation coming in, trust me when I say that this person has been thinking about you, fantasizing about you, even spying on you potentially for a long time. But it's true that it's not enough to meet the right person, not enough to receive the right opportunity. You also have to be the right person, and you also have to be ready to take advantage of that beautiful opportunity. It's not enough for it to come towards you. You need to apply yourself to it. All this to say that someone wasn't ready at first. Might be you, might be the other person, or the environment around you potentially. But now something has changed. And there is no more resistance when it comes to this. That's why we see this Eight of Wands replacing the Eight of Swords. No more struggle, overthinking. Right now, someone has done their thinking with Judgment and they're ready for action. By the way, Page of Cups. This is also someone who has a lot of wishes and who wants to come forward, but they won't until they get to the Knight of Cups. And here it is. So let's now see what we have for your near future. What is this? Strength, Temperance, and the Seven of Pentacles. All right, this is not just one new beginning. This is multiple new beginnings that all combined will truly change the world around you. And I know that it might sound like a lot, but when you find something that makes you feel that spark, that makes you feel that fire, something or someone that you love so much and that works so well for you, you'll be more inclined to make big changes in your life. I see actually a lot of movement here, a lot of it. You might also be moving to a different city, country in the future. Something here which will make you crazy happy in the moment. But yet, something that is just the starting point for a broader chapter. I feel that for those of you who have never given up on this is almost like a certainty at this point. It's not a maybe anymore, and you'll know about it. You'll receive the right information, and you'll see those things which will make you feel as though this is here to stay. In the present, you just need to believe that things are going to work out for you and that your life is about to change drastically, Gemini, because your beliefs will always dictate your actions, you know? And now more than ever, you are in charge of your own destiny, Gemini. Even if it feels like you're not, you're always in control, even when you say that you're not. I love to see these type of messages for you, but I now want to dig much deeper into them because I know that there is much more to see here. I want to see what exactly you're going to manifest. Let's see what comes in, and also how all of this energy is bound to evolve in the next few months. Any more surprises, delays, or events that you should know about? And how is this going to change your life, Gemini? Who and where you're going to be a year from now? Let's keep going with your messages. If you want to dive deeper into the messages with me, Gemini, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free, personal, live, 45-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning to confirm. Please make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Gemini. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events is the Fool. Total reset. This is something that will really change everything for you. It might start small. It might seem small at first, but never underestimate small beginnings. Every single time that we want to change something, that we want to achieve something, we always think that we need those big shifts, you know, like winning the lottery or something major coming in. But no, because the biggest shifts in life happen very slowly and happen in a way that allows the environment around us included, to adapt to it. And then one day you look back and you're like, wow, everything changed. So there is something really beautiful here, new, surprising, life-changing opportunity. And we see that another thing important here is that the only way to get somewhere and the only way to get here is by leaving something behind. And we'll see what that is going to be for you. What I love the most about the Fool is that we see someone who's now ready to love as if they've never been hurt before, to believe as if they've never been disappointed before. And this is something that will truly, truly make you see things in a different way and make you live life in a different way. I love this for you. And seeing all these pentacles, I'm really excited for you. So let's see what all of this is about. Starting with this Fool card, let's see what this new beginning will be about. What's coming in the next few months. The Hierophant, followed by the Five of Cups. Okay. Ace of Pentacles and the Sun. Okay. This is important because you have this specific belief when it comes to a situation, when it comes to a person, but you are actually looking at it from the wrong perspective. And this is why we see the